There are several documented instances of Austin using racial slurs in school.
Who get the most on the team?
On the team?
Yeah.
Probably my teenager.
My ninja. Oh, no. Hey, listen, man, we got a lot to cover today. We're going to get into all that racism that's going on in Mississippi, the latest that's going on TikTok. Also, we're going to get into some of that Carmelo Anthony stuff been going on because them Metcalf boys, they been lying about them. Them ninjas was evil, y'all. Come to find out, man, they been beating up their parents and shit. They was evil. So hopefully Carmelo Anthony get that new trial and hopefully he get out or at least get a less sentence because they got that judge up out of there. Because they failed to mention how evil that damn boy was. But before we get into that, y'all make sure y'all hype this video. Y'all make sure y'all get the likes up.
Not doing anything is not
Make sure you subscribing to the channel. I know it's a lot of people in the background that's set in their ways. They say to themselves, oh, he got enough subscribers. He got enough likes and hypes. I don't need to do nothing. Right now is the most important time for you to click them buttons because your people is relying on you. We need you. Come on. Join your family. Check this out, y'all.
I know y'all remember this.
You have no idea who you're dealing with.
Any corruption and cover-up starts with your connections.
Ocean Springs is gonna have Ocean Springs back.
And guess what town the DA lives in? Ocean Springs.
I understand the public's urgency to know what happened to Nolan, but we are not taking time for time's sake.
Do this not remind you of the Drewski skit when he was doing Erica Kirk?
But we are not taking time for time's sake.
The Mississippi Rising Coalition recently posted this with questions on Facebook for the DA. One question, does the DA have any personal relationships with the friend's parents? And the second one, because she's involved in a lot of these local women's groups, even women's Republican groups, does she have any connection with Judge Ashley Cole? And would that be a conflict of interest? And asking if she should recuse herself from an investigation involving a child of one of her professional colleagues.
Mike, it looks like your boat's taking on water, bud.
Here are actual examples of boats in distress, sinking, taking on water, needing to be rescued and towed. Because I do not believe the alibi of those folks.
I pulled the records and look what was filed today in the Nolan Wells estate case. The legal team has issued a subpoena to CTO Services International, demanding records connected to that July 4th call. This is not somebody asking nicely on Facebook. Just ask for the little audio clip everybody has been passing around. They are asking for the original native recordings, call detail records, caller identification, dialed numbers, start and end times, routing, transfers, conferences, dispatcher information, messages, dispatch records, and the system Jews to preserve those communications. And here's where it gets interesting. The subpoena specifically defines the incident as a July 4th request for assistance near the west or northwest tip of Horn Island, including the report that the bilge pump had stopped working, the vessel was taking on water or sinking, the request for a tow to Fort Bayou, communications between the dispatcher and the sea tow captain, a separate communication involving the vessel owner, member, relative, or grandfather, and any attempted transfer or conference with the caller. Did you hear me? They want the whole communication chain. The principal time window they identify as 2 p.m. through 8 p.m. Central Time on July 4th.
Well, about damn time. We know what's up with that CTO call.
They're going to come for my career.
You said that.
I told them, I was like, they're going to come for my career. I don't know if it is going to be now, in a few weeks, in a few months. I said, but I'm telling you, they are going to come for my career. And when I say they, I'm not talking about any specific group of people, just people who don't like the fact that we are just wanting answers.
Yes.
We're just
Time out. Who? It appears that all the black people support you. who is going to come for your job? According to the internet of what has been presented on the internet and publicly, she only has one complaint. She has not been fired. I think her conduct should get her fired. The statement that she made at that press conference. Now, you can say whatever you want to say, but if a white person came out and said, you got to talk to your kids about hanging around black people, pretty much, the way they move in spaces where people don't look like them. If a person says something so racially charged and biased, I think that person should not be working in a setting where they have to deal with the people in which they claim that you got to be careful around. That's not reasonable. That's not practical. You are a professional. You can't.
He really think he in some type of damn gang or something like that. What in the hell do Miss Christine Wansley got to do with, like you said, you proving the young men ain't got nothing to do with Nolan Wells unaliving? This goes to show you who he's sent by. Cause her speaking about her job and being attacked, she was attacked.
You can't be telling, I raise my kids to watch out, especially if people don't look like you. That is racial. That is a racist thing to say. That is a bias and prejudice thing to say. If a white lady came out and said that, I think it's wrong and I think she shouldn't have her job, and then somebody fired over her saying that, but even then, nobody's firing her. She got one complaint on her job. Ashley Cole, Warren's stepmother, has gotten hundreds of complaints. The woman doing the autopsy, the coroner's office, hundreds of complaints, thousands of complaints, thousands of people calling and trying to get them fired and threatening to kill them. I'm even getting threats just because I interviewed.
To those who are going to comment they can't watch the show anymore because of the support, no worries.
Hi friends, I'm so excited to learn with you today.
Yeah, this is about to be a Miss Rachel and Bluey household. I don't even got kids. It's about to be me and the damn dogs watching it on every device, on the TV, on the iPad. Girl, we got you. Don't even worry about it, Rachel, girl.
So as of late, the judge in the Carmelo Anthony and Austin Metcalf case was just recused. Now, there's been some things that's been withheld from the people on Austin Metcalf's behavior. Watch this, y'all.
Today's hearing has already brought new, very revealing information about Anthony and Austin Metcalf. That was never brought up at trial, by the way. J.D. Miles has been in the courtroom through this day, and he has the new details.
Well, we expect the hearing today to wrap up at any moment and testimony to continue tomorrow. As many of you know, there was a private off-the-record agreement during the murder trial by both sides to keep the sordid backgrounds of Carmelo Anthony and Austin Metcalf, their character and their criminal history, private and out of view of the jury, so they could focus solely on what happened under the tent last year at that Frisco track meet. Now, both sides have decided to release that background history, with the defense going first, releasing 20 pages of Austin Metcalf's behavioral history. Carmelo Anthony was dressed in a suit and tie for this morning's hearing, which began with the defense arguing that efforts by the trial judge and prosecutors to combat threats and deal with disruptions actually prevented Anthony from getting an open and fair trial. But bombshell testimony came this afternoon from Anthony's trial attorney, Mike Howard, about Austin Metcalf's background report that was never presented to the jury. CBS News Texas has also learned new details about Austin Metcalf's background. Metcalf and his brother Hunter were once caught spray painting graffiti, including KK Kill All Blacks and Heil Hitler, along with the N-word, and were sentenced to 12 months of juvenile probation. Records reveal they reportedly told authorities, "We did some dumb stuff, we did some vandalism." There are several documented instances of Austin using racial slurs in school, and in 2023, Austin was accused of bullying a black student in class. In 2018, while still in elementary school, Austin and his brother were accused of bullying and assaulting a female, which led to his arrest. During an argument in 2024 with another female student, Austin allegedly knocked her to the ground and punched her in the stomach. He was also kicked out of a football game and texted someone later, "I was about to beat the expletive out of those kids." At a previous track meet, when another student alerted Austin that someone not on their team, quote, "behind our bench was talking wild," Austin reportedly replied, "Kill that MF." During the 2023-2024 school year, he received in-school suspension twice. School disciplinary records from April 2022 to May 2024 reveal that Austin reportedly called a teacher the B word and used profanity. He told a school official that he couldn't control it and wasn't aware that it was coming out of his mouth. In 2024, on at least 5 occasions, Austin saw a counselor regarding his anger and rage during a football game. In 2021, he got banned from attending basketball games for a season after yelling profanity at a player. Metcalf also got suspended after he and another student were talking about bringing a gun to school the following day. Now, prosecutors, meanwhile, have a 75-page document on Carmelo Anthony's background, which they plan to present to the court tomorrow.
We don't want to hear about Carmelo Anthony. Now, yeah, we're going to do some one-sided shit. That's what y'all do, right? One-sided shit. We don't want to hear about Carmelo Anthony. He's an angel. Y'all just probably got saved from a school unaliving. Y'all know what I'm talking about. He said he was going to bring the ratchet to school? Man, come on, bro.
Service Sam here with a Carmelo Anthony update, and this is a big one. Judge John Roach has been recused. That means that he will no longer preside over Carmelo Anthony's future and over this case. They will be assigning a new judge immediately and then hoping to get a new trial for Carmelo Anthony. So this is a huge update. You know how it goes in Callan County. They were trying to keep Carmelo in prison for the 35 years, but he is getting a new trial. There are reports that people are clapping and cheering outside the court building. Now, we're not sure what will happen, but what we do know will hopefully happen is that he will get a fair trial this time. Obviously, what happened is tragic, but the law needs to apply to everyone equally. And Judge John Roach, he went on TV bragging, he got it right, he got it right. Well, no, he got it wrong. It was unconstitutional, is what they have figured out. And so he has been recused, and we will get a new judge, and that is great news for Carmelo. Secret Service Sam out, Samson for president.
So really, this is a reflection on the people that are in charge in Mississippi. This makes them look bad. What makes you think ain't no underhanded shit going on with those people in Mississippi? These uncivilized mutts. Shout out to OG Willie D. Talk to him, Willie.
The counter. So this is why this emboldens the rest of them when they see people getting away with this type of stuff. When they see these uncivilized mutts getting GoFundMe's and give send goals, and they raising $500,000 after they kill one of our babies. Or even for those of y'all that's thinking, what can I do? What can I do? There's always something you can do, but not doing anything is not an option. So that's why we're here today, y'all.
Black power.
Black power. Thank you, brother.
I want y'all to hear these two comparisons because Carmelo Anthony's parents was recently interviewed by Willie D. Nolan Wells' parents being interviewed by Pastor Jamal Bryant. I want y'all to hear what both of these parents had to say. Check this out.
Lied. We was thinking about they lied on us. We bought cars, we spent the money, we did all this thing. And think about it, they doing the same thing to Nolan. Yeah. Attack their jobs. It's if people don't see this is it's like they have a playbook. Mm-hmm. Oh, this was going on? All right, it's the play. And everybody know, I got a famous lady telling me this, Titi, I call her Titi. Titi said, man, they know how to stay on task. They know. They stay on code. Right. They stay on code like that. The same thing's happening with Nolan. Same thing. They went to their jobs, they lied about them, saying they blow the money, they this and that. Like, wow.
But they have no problem when Chud the Builder raised all this damn money. They have no problem when Nolan Wells' fake-ass friends raise all that money for fake defamation. But watch this, y'all.
Mo, I'm scrolling through Instagram the other week, and they even created AIs of you buying sports cars.
Oh, my, we just saw that. I was like, what? That doesn't even look... No, I'm happy with my little car. Like, I'm not trying to...
But the intentionality of wickedness.
Right, absolutely. It's disgusting.
To give a bad portrayal is something I've never seen.
No.
At this level and at this height. And the end game, I think, is just intimidation.
Absolutely.
And a lot of times when you hear cyberbullying, I'm thinking it's middle schoolers. So cyberbullying is in high school, but not for adults who are grieving.
So there you have it, y'all. There is a playbook that these people go by. If you're in need or if you're in distress, they're going to shame you for it like you ain't human. They're actually going to put your life on trial when you're in distress. These parents lost their child. Even with the Carmelo Anthony situation, those parents lost a child that is in prison for 35 years, and hopefully this thing get overturned. And you got a lot of people that's online saying that, oh, he ain't getting out, and guess what? They ain't white neither. All skin folk ain't kinfolk, y'all. We must protect ourselves, and more importantly, we must support each other, y'all. There's no time like now for us to get together because we have one common enemy, and that's Satan. And his spirit moves on anybody, no matter what skin color you are. So for us, prayer warriors, for those that have faith in a higher power, we must meditate and pray. But y'all get in the comment section, y'all let me know, do y'all think Carmelo Anthony is going to get his situation overturned? Do y'all think he's going to get a fair case? And how do y'all feel about these wicked ass people attacking these parents? Make sure y'all hype this video, make sure y'all like the video, and make sure y'all hitting the subscribe button. For those that haven't subscribed yet, get out of those old ways of I'm just gonna sit back and just watch the content. Don't nobody need me. No, we need all hands on deck. Let's do this together, y'all. Big Kish signing out. I'm going, y'all.